One of the things that drives me up the wall here in England is every time I go into a petrol station in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, somebody always walks up to me and goes, "I've got a Mondeo that's as fast as that." And you just think, you haven't. And then they go, "I have, because I've had it tuned." Now look, I'm sorry, but an ordinary car designed to go in car washes and carry passengers cannot be as fast as a supercar. I mean, yes, you can probably screw more power out of the engine, but what's that going to do to the other components? I once drove a Mitsubishi Evo with 400 brake horsepower, and flat out, it was peeling bits of the body away. I'm not joking, it was getting undressed. Why do you think Mercedes limit this twin-turbo V12 CL to 155 miles an hour? To save the planet? Afraid not. It's because if it were allowed to run free, it would do 200 miles an hour. So it would need 200 mile an hour tyres, 200 mile an hour brakes, 200 mile an hour suspension. And that would cost a fortune. To hammer the point home, what I've done is I've bought this little S-Reg Rover 216, and I fitted to its 1.6 litre engine one of the turbos from an MG ZR. And what I'm going to do now is see what effect this has had. Probably won't go well. Yeah, there is a hint of torque steer now, the wheel's squirming when you accelerate out of a corner, and there is quite a lot of turbo lag, if I'm honest, but you might be thinking that's a small price to pay for all the extra power. Power which the Stig will now demonstrate with a full-bore standing quarter. The standard car produces 103 bhp. This produces, nobody knows, 1 million, could be more. All we know is the Stig is primed and ready. So, 3, 2, 1, let her rip! Come on, turbo, come on! There he goes! No! Oh, no! Oh, that's not good. The car is ruined. The Stig, on the other hand, some say he's made from an alloy of asbestos and titanium, and he probably is. Another thing that really irritates me are people who turn up at track days with a bed spring and a motorcycle engine and then say, "Oh," because they've always got adenoid problems, "Oh, this is much faster than any supercar, and it only cost me £3.85. This is a radical, and at £40,000, it is cheap for the speed it delivers. It may only have a 1300cc Hayabusa engine, but it weighs less than half a ton, and it's lower to the ground than a well-worn piece of roadkill.
I have no doubt at all that round this twisty track, this would be as quick as an Enzo. No doubt about that at all.
Not bad for something with lights and indicators.
I also have no doubt at all that he gives an everyday, normal sort of chap a taste of what it might feel like to drive a single-seater racing car. There's that same sense of immediacy and the never-ending revs. 11,000 RPM now. I had a really bad hangover when I got in this, and it's gone. I like this.
Because it has slick tyres for mountainous grip and, where the glove box should be, a knob for adjusting the brake balance, I'm afraid I found myself climbing out after a short while and summing up the car as though I'd accidentally become a Grand Prix driver.
Well, for me, it was a great lap. I went the right way around the circuit. I'd like to thank the team who put a lot of hard work in this weekend. I'd also like to thank STP, Bose, Castrol, Lurpak. Who's done this?
It is a very likeable, very brilliant little car, this, but let's be honest. If you pull up outside the casino in Monte Carlo in one of these, the doorman, I'm afraid, will ask you to go away.